Hello, my zesty Cancers. It is I, Lee, and thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. This is a weekly reading from today to next Sunday. This is also Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Cancer. Please keep in mind that the reading may or may not resonate, and if it doesn't, that's fine. But please keep in mind that if you if you are receiving repeated messages, whether it's from me or another reader, please take heed to the message that is being delivered to you. All right, so let's go ahead and ask the universe what you need to know right now for this week. Was a good shuffle. So anyways, how y'all been? I hope you all have been doing well. How is the weather? Is it starting to cool down for you, or is it getting worse? Especially with this sometimey rain that we get, it seems to make it worse, right? Well, nonetheless, I hope that it starts to cool off for you soon, if you're dealing with extreme temperatures of heat. And if you are watching and it's cold outside, I'm hoping that you are able to keep warm. Matter of fact, come on over here and get some of this heat. Take it off of our shoulders, please. Okay, I think it is right here. Okay, so the first card out we have is bearing fruit. So this card is asking for you to imagine yourself as a tree and focus on your desires and your intentions or motivations behind your desires. Are you coming from a mindful place of compassion and love, or are you coming from jaded energy? Excuse me, I almost choked on myself. Jaded energy. So, or selfishness. Is there, or manipulating energy? Because you know the saying, a good tree does not bear bad fruit, and vice versa. So, I feel like this is asking you to think about the things that you are wanting and where is it coming from? Why is it important for you? What are your motives? Okay. The next one is in reverse, but it is what it is. Okay. So interesting. There's something that you're wanting, and then there is this mindset, it is what it is. And sometimes, when I get this card, because I say that because I was actually doing y'all's readings before, so it's interesting that both of these cards are returning. I was unable to post it because that camera was angled in a weird way and you couldn't see anything. So I was like, ooh, what's going on? So anyways, focus Lee, ADHD. But what I had said the last time is oftentimes people will try to rectify their actions by saying, well, that's just the way that I am. It is what it is. No, it's not. You know, sometimes someone just needs to be straight up honest. Like, hey, I believe that I deserve this. And for once, I want to selfishly think about me. And I don't really care how it affects you. It'll be so great if people will actually speak their truth instead of doing all this unnecessary swindling, if you will. But I guess it's important for them to do so because they know if they was downright honest, then they wasn't going to get it anyway. So... okay, let's keep going. We have healing of the heart. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Oracle's gift. Okay. That scared the mess out of me. Alright. So... apparently we were talking about that was Cypher 4, so that's interesting. I wonder if anybody is a BTS fan and you are familiar with Cypher 4. I wonder if that song plays a role in this situation, or at least you can resonate with it, should I say. But I feel as though your intuition, the Oracle's gift, if you will, is saying that you need to honor your intuition. Coincidentally, you are the moon child, right? And so, for whatever reason, you need to listen to your soul on a situation here. And you also need to recognize, let's see. I'm trying to think. Because I'm trying to see how this all plays a role here. Okay, I think that the universe is, you are going to be in a situation, or you are currently in a situation where your sense of self is going to recognize something for what it is. And I believe that, hold on. The fact that your motives are being questioned here, and we have the healing of the heart, I'm wondering if you're holding on to something that has happened and your intuition or even the universe is trying to get you to acknowledge that you're not okay. Like you're trying to act as though you're okay, but you're not. Something hurts your heart. Let me go ahead and just start the reading. Yeah, you are deeply wounded. And I'm also going to read the It Is What It Is. But I think it's exactly what I think that it is. It's like you have individuals that will try to validate their actions by saying, well, that's just how I am. And that very well can be the case, but the need to see that energy for what it is very important. But I said that to say that if you have experienced this type of energy, just see it for what it is. There's nothing that you can do to take that back. But if you are trying to heal, I think it's better for you to go ahead and set some boundaries for this It Is What It Is type of energy so that you won't continue to break your heart. Let me take a look here once there we go. All right, so excuse me. Okay, so it says radical acceptance, engaging on life's terms, observing circumstances, and taking them at face value. Okay, so yeah, like it is what it is, you know. It's one of those things that there's a saying, and I said it earlier. God, please give me the strength to accept what I cannot change. Give me the strength to control what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. But I feel that some of you are so wounded that retribution is on your mind heavy. And this is not healthy for you, because at the end of the day, you're hurting yourself. And I know that your wounds are deep. You know that those that are around you that are making you feel this way, they have their own journey of lessons that they have to learn. And they're not understanding why you're still affected by this circumstance or whatever the case may be. But you're going to have to look at the situation for what it is, especially if this is something that you chose to be in. I'm not going to shame you for being in a situation, because honestly, there are so many reasons as to why we allow ourselves to be in a situation. Most of the time we don't, some of the times we don't want to be alone, and it's abandonment issues. Or insecurities. Yeah, but overall I feel like it's abandonment issues, so we are willing to put up with surfing, what the heck is that? Anyways, we are willing to put up with certain vibrations that does not align with our personal vibrations. And it's, you know, it affects us. So I'm just going to say, for someone out there that this resonates with, the reason why you're in this circumstance is because this is the energy that you attracted based off of your vibration. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my Gatorade here. 1 second. Okay. And I don't think that you like the situation that you're in, but for whatever reason, you chose to be in it. And like I said, I feel that for some of you, there's retribution. Some of you are sticking around this energy because you want to teach it a lesson, to not mess with you, or I'm going to let you see what it's like. The way that you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you the same way. Like I said, it's going to end up hurting you in the end. And bearing fruit of fear-based energy. You're going to bear fruit of toxic energy. You know, so if it's not in alignment with what you should be doing, then I don't think that you should. Excuse me, I'm trying not to cough and sneeze or whatever's going on because I have a sinus infection. But anyways, let's keep moving. So the first card out, we have the Ten of Wands. And so a lot of you, oh goodness, you guys are really exhausted. Extremely exhausted. And you have, I feel like, let me see. Okay, so it's interesting because usually you're carrying these burdens and you are going up a hill. But in this case, you're going down. And as you can see, her bags are empty. I believe that's what it is. Yeah, her bags are empty. Or is that a dress? I can't tell. Or at least she has a yak to kind of help her along with this. I think that's a yak. But anyways, nonetheless, this is all talking about dropping your burdens. So this is, you're going to be bearing fruit of exhaustion and past energy that has boggled you down. It's time to release it so that you can set yourself free. And the 10 of Wands is that. You are finally coming to a point in your life where you can drop that energy and take a deep breath. But it is up to you on when you decide to drop all of that weight and just simply be. You are not responsible for the actions of other people. Okay? That's what you need to hear. You are only responsible for yourself. Unless you have children, then you are responsible for their actions to a degree. And even then, they still have to take accountability for their actions. That's what we raise them up to know the difference, right? So there's really no excuse as to why you are holding on to this, because this is taxing on you. And some of you are looking at it like, well, it is what it is. This is my life. No, no. You could change this. It is what it is into something better. You don't have to enable depreciating energy. We have the Ace of Cups here. Not the Ace of Cups, I'm sorry. The Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like I need to sneeze. Just a second. Am I going to sneeze? I guess not. I felt it. Whatever. So the Ace of Pentacles is blessing you with the opportunity to see this situation for what it is and giving you the green light to make the necessary adjustments based on your circumstances, okay? You no longer have to walk around in this depreciating energy because you are going to receive an outlet of some sort. We have the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, considering the fact that I see Pentacles, this could be pertaining to a career. Maybe you're becoming burnt out and you don't feel as though you are bearing the fruits of your labors. You don't feel appreciated. And so you're like, well, it is what it is. I got to do what I got to do to survive. No, you don't. You can find other avenues. Don't be so quick to cut yourself off or sell yourself short. So with the King of Pentacles is all about enjoying life's luxuries, and it doesn't necessarily have to be financial abundance. This could be the mindfulness of family and friends and self-care, your animals, like just the beauty of life overall. Because you only have one life. And I think that's what the King of Pentacles is expressing during this time. Focus on those that are true to you and just enjoy life. You don't have to worry about all the extra. But at the end of the day, some things can be changed if you really want to change it. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. You're breaking your own heart. You feel as though you are being pulled in all directions. And you're tired. You are tired. You feel disconnected from the world, honestly. And I hate that for you. So I'm definitely hoping and praying that you will take this time to do some self-care, because it's needed right now. Say no to that job if you feel like you're not receiving enough freedom, or you're not being paid enough. If the workload is worse than the pay, I shouldn't say, let me slow down. If the workload and the pay rate do not coincide, do not sacrifice your time and energy for something temporary as that job. Utilize your skills towards something else. Some of you, I feel, are wanting to be entrepreneurs. And that honestly is the best course of action, but you're scared. You need to do what makes you happy. I think this will be a healthy distraction along with everything else, because if life is getting on your nerves, you can just take it out on your projects. You know what I mean? All right, so let's move this out the way because I have everything all discombobulated. You guys are super stressed. Excuse me. Now it finally did its thing. Thank you. All right. Good shuffle right there. We have the Queen of Cups. So this is the intuition. This is also compassion. But above all, I feel as though this is saying that you need to balance your emotions. Your emotions are all over the place, and it is causing a storm, or is it a hurricane or a typhoon, whatever the case may be. But internally, you are beside yourself, and you got to get that energy out. You have to release, whether it's crying, going outside and screaming, punching a pillow, I don't care what it is. You got to get that energy out. We have the Ace of Swords, and this is talking about cutting through the confusion, taking action. This is also communication, and I think that with the Ace of Pentacles here, you're given the opportunity to speak your truth. The universe is going to present a situation that is going to be perfect. It's, you're going to be like, you know what? I need to say something, and then just let it all go. And allow everyone to hear your truth. Or if you're not talking to anyone, maybe you need to have this conversation with yourself. Like, okay, it's time for me to take action, but first, let me get on myself for a little bit, because I've been holding on to this for a little too long, or this and this and this is happening, and it's time for you to, you got some healing to do. we have the magician, as you can see, and the magician is saying that you have everything. You have an overflow, an overwhelming abundance, an infinity amount of abundance here of courage, passion, the emotional balance, creativity, action, clarity, truth, balance, anything. You have all of this sitting right here before you, but when are you going to grab your wand and say abracadabra? You have the ability to manifest anything that you want. You can also make things go away too. So if you are in a situation that is not beneficial to you, guess what? You have the right to get out of it. So that it is what it is, that's a cop-out, okay? And we have the Four of Pentacles. This is saying that you need to practice, I ain't gonna say practice, but you need to secure your foundation. Protect your energy, save money, so that you will be able to make the necessary changes. So whenever this opportunity comes, it is what it is. Look, that's funny that I said that. But yeah, like when you're prepared, what comes after that, it is. Take the situation at face value, but don't be afraid of it. And I feel like for some of you, you've been holding on to the fact that you've been unhappy for the longest time. You're scared of being alone. And you're never truly alone. And honestly, at this point in time, you need to be. You need to remove yourself from all of the distraction so that you can learn who you are. I feel like some of you don't even know who you are anymore. At least that's what it feels like. Sorry, I'm shuffling, but I didn't do it off on camera. I'm not doing anything crazy to it. I'm just shuffling. All right. Trying to figure out which one is stronger. It's kind of hard to determine because one of them is pulling. Okay. There. So we have the moon. So interesting enough, you might feel lost, but remember the beauty of your element. You are the illumination of the darkness. You bring things to light. And I think it's time for you to be that nocturnal light within your shadow. Utilize your intuition. Listen to your intuition. It's been telling you, you don't need to be here. Let's move. Let's pick up and do something different. We can't stay here. That's what I feel like you need to understand. There's something very beautiful about the moon. I love the moon. But this, like I said, this is your element, Moonchild. Stop allowing yourself to hide in the darkness. Allow yourself to illuminate, and all those fears, just shine your light on it and see that they are exactly what it is, just a shadow. Just a shadow. All right. We have the Five of Wands. And so I feel like this is talking about, for some of you, this is the challenge of courage, basically. Like, you're battling with yourself to have the courage and to reignite that passion. For some of you, this is pertaining to argument. I cannot talk today. Arguments. Somebody is giving you an it is what it is vibe or vibration, and you're tired of it. And you're like, look, this ends now. This is no longer about it is what it is. Start taking accountability for your actions. And if this is how you truly feel, then maybe you need to leave. I know it may be easier said than done, but that's why it's up to you if that's what needs to be said. But I think right now this is a test of will. And then we have the Queen of Cups again. So you have the ability to intuitively navigate through this situation, but make sure that you do so with your emotions in line for the greater good. Don't come from a petty or needy place, okay? And then we have the six, what is this? Oh, the Ten of Cups in reverse. So, love and contentment, family. You're not happy either in your marital status, or you're just not happy with the connection, or maybe you feel like there is something lacking in the family. But I know that contentment and happiness, and most importantly, love, it's not there. And you have to, that's why I'm saying, like, knowing that you're not happy and going back to the it is what it is, don't, you long to bear sweet and delicious fruit, juicy, sweet, delicious fruit, but you're not going to be able to do so until you pull up the roots and plant fruit of gratitude, love, and contentment, and patience. I just think at this time, whether this is a career-based energy, you have to believe in yourself. Don't accept anything that is less than your worth. Stop selling yourself short, regardless of what it is, okay? So let's go ahead and give you some oracle cards for your final messages. There. All right. Listen to the wisdom of your intuition, Moon Child. And it says, your inner voice is the best friend you'll ever have. Seek answers from deep within rather than just your intellect. Embrace your imperfections. And it says, release the idea that you must be without flaws. Humans are imperfect, messy, and miraculous. Simply aim to be the best person possible. Also leave room for forgiveness, because if you're in a situation that you thought that you should have walked away from, if you chose to stay, let that person learn the lessons and don't constantly bring it up to them. Like, don't do that to them, because you're keeping that energy festering. No one is perfect. Okay? No one. Tap into your spiritual power. And this is saying, reach out to a power greater than yourself to help solve a dilemma. Stay open to his guidance in your life. And I'm thinking that what this is saying is that you need to pray a lot more. Relinquish your need to control and talk to the universe. And just understand that the universe is massive and it can take anything that you throw at it. But as long as you are exercising your right to be mindful in your current situations of how you feel, you can't go wrong. You're not happy. You're scared. And it's time that you start acknowledging that and admit it to yourself. Let your ears hear it. And then be in the moment and just process everything that you said and allow the universe to help you. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, oops, too many of these, don't really matter. But this one is visualize a shield of protection. And it's saying to protect yourself from toxic people or situations. Imagine a white shield, or I'm sorry, imagine a white light surrounding your body. This keeps the negativity out and lets the positivity in. So, like I said, that it is what it is energy, because I believe that it's somebody that's close to you that just doesn't seem to get it. And whoever this is, you're going to have to place your boundaries. Going to have to shield yourself. But like I said, if this is someone that you chose to forgive the first time and they're still showing you things, see it for what it is. Either talk to them about it or go ahead and set those boundaries. But don't make them feel bad for the first moment. You know the saying, first time shame on you, second time shame on who? Me. All right, but nonetheless, just protect yourself from this energy, because it's really wearing you out. All right, dear Cancers. So if I cannot talk today. I can never see. I can never talk. Whenever there is a retrograde, I am greatly affected. Anyways, if this reading resonates, please leave a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends about me. Hit that subscribe button. But remember this. When life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care. I almost forgot who you were. Take care, Cancers. I'm so sorry. I'll do better, I promise. Bye.